Alright, what's up everyone? It's Luke here. Now, when you first get access inside to URLFAM, you will be presented with a page similar to this. This is your home, this is your hub, this is where you will come to see everything new that's happening. On the right hand side under updates, you'll be able to track some live stats with what's happening across the links that you've built and put out across the internet, and you can find all the different training and different other cool new things we've got added. You'll find any brand new templates that we've got that we're adding all the time, especially if you're inside of the template suite bundle. Again, we have so many that are professionally made that are in there for so many different niches. And down below, you'll find some of your top performing links. Here's one the other day that I created for me, and it's already got hundreds and hundreds of people coming through on it, so that's pretty cool. Now, when you're going to create your first link, this is what I'm going to just share with you here today on this quick example demo video. There's two ways we can go about it. We can either go and choose from a template, or we can start from scratch. Now, to give you a little overview on the other areas under features, here is where we have some of our other tools that we include inside of URLFAM, like the ability to create live invoices, to create your own products inside, so you can add them onto your URLFAM individual page, so someone can buy, check out directly on that one link, and they will be sent emails with their login details or the product itself, intangible product or anything like that. Appointments, because again we have live booking generators inside, so people can book appointments. We can also sync it across with our Gmail or our Google Calendar, push notifications, and down below we have analytics, which is where all the information you're going to get for any opt-ins. So if anyone opts in on your page, this is where they'll go. Anyone that's answered a form or a questionnaire, survey, this is where they'll go. Anyone donates directly to you, you'll be able to see here. Anyone buys anything, all this type of information is all going to be included under analytics. So to get started though with our links, we either go to templates, and again, you'll see there's so many templates for all different niches, from actual businesses. So you can see from like food to actual mechanics, and you can, if I scroll down, you'll see lots and lots and lots of different niches, and then we'll get into some actual personal profile ones to be used in bio links and whatnot. Now, these are just different, I guess, inspirational ideas. You can use any of these, take any photo out, add any other element in. But for today's example, I'm just going to start from scratch. So if I go up to my links, I can click create link and then create from scratch. And then it will go ahead and ask me to create a name and what I want the link to be. Now, this is going to be where you'll find this link in future. So think of it, if it's urlfam.com / if I wanted Luke McGuire for me for my Instagram, that's what I would type there. If I wanted it to be for my store, I could change it to be something else. And again, you can play around with those and change those as well. So I've created a blank one here. Now, this is where things get fun. Blank template on the right hand side. I can add a new element. I believe by default the header is already going to be there, sorry, I meant profile is going to be there, and we can change this otherwise right out the gate if I wanted to by changing the image here. If I wanted it to be myself, I could click that and I could upload my own image. But the idea of this is going to be just so you can see how this page builder works. Welcome. Now, where it says add new element, I can start to add any of these elements directly onto my URLFAM profile page itself here. And again, the big difference between this tool and any other tool I've ever seen out there is that we've built so many all-in-one type solution features here. Like if I wanted the ability to put it, say, make it like a sales page, I could do a headline. Then I might do a paragraph, and then I might want to do a sales video maybe, or I might even want to do an let's just say I did a sales video. We'll put a sales video there. Let me just pause it. I'll grab a random YouTube video of mine. Right, so I've added that in down here, and now I might want to add in a button, for example. Or say I was even just trying to build an email list, and I wanted to give a free opt-in. I wanted to give someone let's say I wanted to upload a file of top 10 tips to making your websites faster or something. I could upload it here, and I could say download top 10 tips here. Final description, I could say this is the to get my free 10 simple steps to making your website faster. You need to act now though, as it's only for 100 users. Now, I obviously can send to this text, bold it, do whatever else I want to do with it. And now when it comes to the button though, what I can decide to do, I can either lock that actual button with this option here called the locker. By hitting the locker active, this is then going to allow me to have a password protected. I can use an opt-in form to get the user's email, and then once that happens, it'll unlock the button for them to download it, or I can even have them use the 18 plus restriction if if I want them to verify their age. But let's say I went for the opt-in here. I can either have it go to any autoresponder that we integrate with. I'm set up with the GetResponse currently, but we have like over 10 different ones that we've integrated with so far. But if I select nothing, it doesn't matter. What I can do here, I can say, I can leave it as nothing, and I can hit save. And what will happen is, now when anyone comes here to opt in or to actually download this, they'll be presented with a opt-in button first. So they'll have to opt in, and then that lead will be sent. Remember at the start I said underneath the analytics, under leads, it will instantly be captured here. It'll tell you the name, the subscriber, and what actual link did they subscribe on, and where from. Was it from an opt-in element? Was it from a content locker button? Like we just did now. You get the idea, right? Now, in terms of designing and everything like that, we can change the backgrounds and we can change all the colors to everything, right? Like I don't like this primary color. I'm going to change that just to black just for now, right? And I might want to change, let's say I want to change the background completely. Let's go to an image. We can go ahead and select let's type in modern minimalist background. Totally botched how to spell that, but let's see if I did something like this, what would happen. Right, so then you have to play around with different font colors and whatnot, but I'm sure I can get it to work quite easily. Oh, that's the wrong area there. But if I went back to settings, and we can play around with this till we get this the way we want it. And then each element, we can actually then edit the text colors directly in there. So going back over into our page here, whoopsies. I can then add in some new elements here. So say I wanted to continue this on, and I wanted to add in a countdown timer next to this countdown timer. I wanted this to expire in 5 days from now. I can do that right away, and that'll pop that right in there for me, and we'll have it start today. And now, because I changed the background color, we might want to just edit this out. So we'll go to the style. Let's change the background, make it transparent. So that now looks nice over the top there. Maybe I want to make the color, but do I want it to pop a bit more? Do I want it to be a standout color maybe? And you can start to play around with things until you find the colors that work best. Now that purple's obviously working nicely with the rest of our page, so we could do something like that. We've also got the ability to use this little dropper and then we can even just select other areas of the page that work perfectly to get the exact same effect going there. So neat tool. Now, if I wanted to rearrange any of this, it's as simple as grabbing it and dragging things around till it makes sense of where you want the different areas to be, and it's really the most simple way to create very quick to complete finish done for you pages super fast. Now, in terms of monetization, we can obviously add in appointments. We can charge for these appointments as well. So if they're going to book an appointment, let me just change this background color. It's not the ideal one for what we're trying to do here. So let's just go back to the original example here. But we can change this up a little bit here to see what example, and see, pull these around the different ways, see. Okay, so let's even make this a bit wider. There you go. Now back over to the home page. If I wanted to add in some other features too, like say I've got a webinar coming up, right? Webinar registration, chuck that straight in there. We can then link this directly with our, let's say I've got a GoToWebinar coming up. We're going to go ahead, it's going to go ahead and pull any webinars that I've got coming up. Right now it says I don't have any, so I need to set one up inside of my GoToWebinar for that to work and become seamless there. And again, with anything like this though, you can also have, once they've opted in, they can either go to an external link. We can also create internal pages / membership areas as well inside of URLFAM. But if I clicked out of this, and we might want to add in, say, let's say a WhatsApp chat, right? I could say, then I forgot to add in a body text here. So say I wanted to do a text, I could say, got any questions? Make sure to reach out directly to me on WhatsApp. Right now, bold this. You can even change the colors of this here, or change the background colors, I should say, and the foreground. And I might move this directly above the WhatsApp button. And you can start to see how you would continue to fill this out and create your individual pages, right? So this is where we can also add in forms where you can ask different questions, and you can find out as much information about anything that you are wanting. It's essentially a survey or a form, and we've got a few different variations and designs that we've got coming for this. Right now it's just this one, but in the coming week you should be able to see that there is the ability to just show one question per page, right? And then 2 questions per page, or if you want to have the entire form / questionnaire on the single page. Other features that we've got inside of here, you can also use this left breakdown column as well. So the ability to create your own QR codes to link to any site whatsoever. You can chuck in, say, our Instagram feed maybe, and it's going to then allow me to share my Instagram, and I can share this in as many different ways that I want. So I can say 3 columns, I can say 2 columns, and so you can see they'll put it underneath each other. But so we'll just go horizontal. I can even do a grid view if I wanted to. Well, let's just do horizontal for now, and you'll see it'll scroll through left to right. I can then do the same with say my YouTube channel, any other integrations that we've got in here as well. And I can share other just feeds just to build my audience directly from this individual feed itself. And all I need to do is enter my details here. So Luke Maguire, it's my Instagram. Facebook is /Luke Maguire 89. and we've got all these different icon packs that you can choose from, and we're going to be adding more, and you'll be able to add your own as well. So again, super seamless and a great way just to build your own page out. You've got the ability to accept money through donations, just so if people want to support their favorite influencer and whatnot. You can buy and sell products. We've got the brand promotion, which we'll talk about later on inside, but we've also got then the ability just to add buy buttons in to link wherever you want them to link, whether it's to an internal page that might deliver an actual product or an offering, or whether it might be to an external site. You can choose. A few other random bits and pieces throughout here that we're adding in all the time, like say a greeting will be a greeting card at the very we've got it down the bottom here, but this is just a nice little button break. I like to often put these at the very, very top as like the core link that people will see before everything else, right? You can change this to say whatever you want it to say. And over here is where you would add in your internal pages if you want to create membership areas or like one-time offer links that people have to opt into to get access to that page, where you've then put a digital download or something like that there as well. So that's just a couple of things we can do here in a 15-minute demo. I'm not going to go too much further into it here, but let me just show you some other examples that we've done recently. Here was one for my personal brand, and we were scheduling appointments, we were getting webinar opt-ins. Here's what I did for webinar replays, and I just run with the default theme a lot of the time. Here was what was a dog product selling one that would play viral dog videos every single day. Would upload new ones every day, and we had a countdown timer that would go for every single time the new dog video would come. Free PDF on how to teach a dog to stop barking in 24 hours. Was absolutely dominating it, and it just, again, it's simple, it's clean. People want, when you're on your mobile, massive text filled pages don't work, right? So that's the beauty of having a tool like this. You can create things super simply, and by doing something different where people can check out and make purchase decisions or opt-ins directly in that in the one link, it just saves so much time for the user, and it works in line with what the user's doing, right? If you're on social media, for example, you click on a bio link, you don't really want to be going to 10 links deep to then have to click all the way back to get back to the social media. You want to click on it, get what you want, and get out. And look at this, for example. This might be this is for a mechanic, and they can see the services. They'll pop up here for them, and then they can actually opt in and book their service directly from the page here. Now, one thing I did not share earlier, but I should have, but I'll share it now, is this is not just built for the desktop. We built this specifically for the mobile. So here, this is the same thing. We're on the home page right now of URLFAM, right? If I wanted to go and I wanted to see what I've got coming up, let's go ahead and view my links. This is the most recent one we were just working on then. And you can see, this is what it would look like directly on my phone, right? Now, in terms of editing it as a software, so I might want to add in a new element down the very bottom underneath my Instagram feed and whatnot. I would click add element. I could then go through all of these and say I wanted to add in an audio player. Boom, done. Now I can add in an audio. I can add in something from Spotify, from SoundCloud, right? I would just chuck in the embed code there. Simple and done. And you can see that's how simple it is. Now, you might say, what's the ad block? What the ad block does, it basically means I can make an entire section. I might call this footer. Now, in this footer section, I can add in multiple elements into that one footer. And then, so let me just do that now. Headline, I can go image, paragraph, and then link, right? Now that's all in this one footer here. Now I can move this entire footer up or down. Because it's a footer, I'd move it down. And because I'm on my phone though, it's a bit hard. Sorry, I'm on my computer trying to work this mobile. It's a bit harder to do. But let me go ahead and publish this. My mistake. Let me get out here real quick. There we are. Cool, that's all looking good. You're all looking good. Great, great, great. And hopefully that should be appearing on here as well. Yeah, the header text, that's what we were just created just then in the footer. And now if I look over here on the computer, actually, let's have a look real quick. Done. And yeah, the audio player, and then the footer down below, and that expands into those drop downs here that we just had now. So that's included there as well. All right. So there's a bunch of things I haven't shown here today, like go high level integration with all the different autoresponders, the different flows and internal membership site creations we can create, linking multiple offers, creating your products inside of URLFAM, our invoicing section, so you can actually invoice for anything with buy buttons directly inside of the invoice, that you can even add onto your URLFAM pages as well if people want to buy something directly and be invoiced instantly done. And our influencer side of things, even our promoter hub, where it'll build you your own basically like promotional card to get influencers to want to or to get brands to want to work with you. And there's a lot of things that are still in here to be shared, but I want you to get started with creating your own first link. Remember, this keeps users on your page. It increases your conversions dramatically, and it's not sending people just to another link. Remember, Linktree, which is what everyone seems to use, it literally gets people from an Instagram feed and then sends them, or a TikTok feed or a Facebook feed or anywhere on mobile, and sends them to other websites that were made for people viewing on the desktop, right? Now, we want to stop that. We want to keep the user in a place that you can control, where you can not only just get an email opt-in, but you might get a review and you might get a purchase made on the exact same visit, because it's that quick to do. So in saying that, enjoy, and any questions, please let me know. Down at the bottom, you've got Milan. He's the head of my support for the past 10 years. He knows a lot of you really well. He will help with any questions you have, and then the entire dev team, support team is here. Simon is also here as well for anything you need. But remember, get involved with this. We go live on the 6th of November. Pre-launch starts on the 3rd, and you do not want to miss that. I promise you that. It will be the easiest promotion, not only of 2025, but potentially your entire career. If you promote the pre-launch, your audience will be getting so much free value. They're going to get a chance to win a URLFAM for free. They're going to be in the draw to winning thousands of dollars that I'm going to be giving away live on that welcome webinar. They get a 3-part video series for free of my high ticket series each day before that live webinar, and a few other massive goodies as well. So it's going to be different. Now, go in, get your links, get your review access. Anything else you need, reach out, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Thanks. Bye.